morning. My name is Kathy Sorrow, and this is a mixed level flow class this morning. Yoga increases muscle strength and flexibility. Yoga can get your heart rate pumping, but it also quiets the mind and body, honing an ability to experience a greater sense of well-being. Today we focus on mind, body, and spirit. Be present, breathe, and flow into connection to what lives and breathes you. So let's come to our backs. And just hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rocking side to side, giving yourself a little back massage, really noticing the ground beneath you. And hug your knees nice and tight. Bring your nose to your knees. Make yourself small here. And go ahead and lower your shoulders and head and extend your left leg long. Your left foot is flexed. Release that right knee and straighten your right leg. The sole of your foot is pressing toward the sky. You're pressing through your heel. Maybe you clasp behind your right thigh with both of your hands, or maybe you use your energy to keep that leg straight. And then slowly lower that right leg to the floor, to the ground. Hug your left knee in. Extend your left leg straight. Your left heel is reaching toward the sky. Maybe you clasp your hands behind your left leg. Maybe not. And then slowly lower that left leg to the ground. Hug your right knee nice and tight. And reaching inside your right knee, grab your right big toe with your first two fingers as like a happy baby. So you pull the sole of your feet is facing the sky, and you pull your knee towards the outside of your shoulder, keeping that left tip glued to the mat as best you can. And then release your toe. Hug that right knee wide of your body. Goal post your right arm, pressing the back of your hand and the back of your right elbow into the ground, and cross your right knee to the left. Use your left hand, finding that supine twist. Gaze is to the right. Inhale, back to center. Lift your nose to your right knee. Hug your left knee in. Make yourself small. Extend your right leg long. Lower your shoulders and head. Reach inside that left knee with your left two fingers. Grab that left big toe and take your half happy baby here. Your right hip is glued to the mat as best you can. Breathe. Release your big toe. Hug that left knee outside your left shoulder. Goal post that left arm and draw your left knee across your body. Use your right arm. Gaze is to the left, finding that twist on the other side. Breathe into that spine. back to center. Hug your left knee in. Lift your nose to your knee. Hug both knees in. Make yourself small. Take a big inhale here and exhale through your mouth. Let it go. On your next inhale, take your arms up over your head, your legs long. Maybe you hover here or maybe you take a full body stretch. Your choice. Take an inhale, exhale, knees to nose. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, extend, full body stretch or hover. Exhale, knees to nose. 1 more time. Inhale to hover or stretch. Exhale, knee to nose. Crossing at the ankles. Let's rock forward and back, moving into tabletop. Starting with a few cat-cows here, warming up the spine, maybe adding a little hip sway or whatever movement feels good to you. Maybe a little neck roll. Listen to your body and breathe. Coming to center, keeping your neck in line with your spine, pulling your belly button to the spine. Take an inhale here, extend your left arm long in front of you. Palm facing in. Extend your right leg behind you. Maybe toes are on the mat. Maybe you lift that right heel. We will take elbow to knee 3 times. 1. Inhale to extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch and hold. Really pull that knee towards your nose. Inhale, extend long. And exhale, come back down. Sway your hips. Tuck onto your toes. Float your hips high, downward facing dog. Take 1 round of breath here. Maybe your knees are slightly bent. First down dog early in the practice. On your next inhale, slowly shift forward into high plank. Making sure every muscle is contracted, pressing the mat away from you. Your quads are engaged, you're pressing your heels back. Exhale, shift your hips high, downward facing dog. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, forward to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward. Find your tabletop and breathe. Taking that balance on the opposite side, extend your right arm out in front of you, palm facing in, and left leg back. Inhale here. Exhale, elbow to knee 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Hold. Come back to your tabletop. Sway your hips. Tuck onto your toes. Downward facing dog. Downward dog to plank 3 times. Inhale, forward. Press the mat away from you. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe here. So the eyes of your elbows are facing toward the top of your mat as best you can. Your sit bones are reaching for the sky, your heels are sinking toward the mat, your lower belly is hugging in and up. Find your tabletop, taking that balance position with one crunch on each side. Inhale, left arm extends, right leg back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale to balance. Exhale, tabletop. Other side. Inhale, extend right arm, extend left leg. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale to your balance. Exhale, come to tabletop. One more time, moving through downward dog and plank. Take an inhale here in your tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Shoulders are over your wrists. Exhale to downward facing dog. Two more. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. On your next inhale, right leg rises. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it between your right foot between your hands. Lower that left knee. Inhale, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, sink your hips. On your next inhale, arms rise. Exhale, goal post the arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open up your heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, float your hands down to frame that right foot. Step back to your high plank pose. Moving through a flow here, I'm going to give you a few options, starting with lowering your knees, untucking your toes. Slowly lower to your belly. Inhale to a back bend. Lift your head and chest. Shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, tuck onto your toes. Moving through tabletop, send your hips high. Downward facing dog. And breathe. On your next inhale, left leg rises, taking this low crescent on the opposite side. Exhale, knee to nose. Place your left foot between your hands. Lower that right knee. Untuck the toes. Your left knee is directly over your left ankle. Inhale, crown of the head reaches forward, and exhale, soften in your hips. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, goal post your arms. Open up across the collarbones. Gazes to the sky. What a beautiful blue sky. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to frame that left foot. Lifting that right knee, this time step it forward, finding your forward fold. Knees are bent. And take a breath here, enjoying this inversion. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Palms touch. Right hand grabs the left wrist. Side bend to the right. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, starting our sequence. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Breathing through your nose. Be present. Breathe and flow. On your next inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Heel toe your right foot a little wider, creating a more steady foundation. Inhale, arms rise to high crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus your arms. Maybe you dip that left knee, maybe not. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus your arms. One more time. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pivot that left heel in and down, finding your warrior two. Your right knee is bent deeply, opening up. Pressing into the knife edge of your left foot, left leg is engaged, arms are extended, your gaze is over that third finger. Flipping that right palm, reverse your warrior. Take an inhale here. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over to side angle. Taking that 2 more times. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale to warrior two. Open up into star pose. Toes are open, about pointing towards the corners of your mat. Arms are reaching high. Exhale to goddess. Cactus your arms. Knees and toes are open wide. Inhale, reach. Take this 2 more times. Exhale to your goddess. Sink low. Bend your knees. Inhale to star. Exhale to goddess. Inhale, reach. And exhale, left toes point to the back of your mat. Find your warrior two to the back of the mat. And breathe. Left knee is deeply bent. Make sure your feet are on a bit of a railroad track. You don't want your right heel to the left of your left heel. Make sure you're steady and strong in your foundation. On your next inhale, arms rise as you straighten that left leg. Arms rise and straighten that left leg. Both arms touch at the top, Janice. Exhale, warrior two. 2 more times. Inhale, arms rise. Straighten that left leg. Exhale, sink into warrior two. Be strong in your legs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down to frame that left foot. Step back into plank, showing you the next flow option. Lowering onto your knees, untuck the toes. Lower your chin and chest. So knees, chest, chin as your back bend. Inhale, draw your heart forward. Find your cobra. Shoulders are away from your ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 rounds of breath here in your down dog. Taking this sequence to the back of the mat. On your next inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Heel toe that left foot wide. Inhale, arms rise, high crescent. Exhale, goal post the arms, sink that right knee if you wish. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, tap that knee in a lunge, goal post the arms. Inhale, reach, or exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, pivot that right foot in and down, find warrior two. Tailbone is reaching toward the floor, arms are extended, face is soft. Flipping that left palm, reverse your warrior, reaching that left arm up and over, left knee stays bent. Exhale, left forearm finds left thigh, right arm reaches up and over for side angle. 2 more times. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale to warrior 2. Open up into that star shape, facing the long edge of the mat. Inhale in your star, exhale to goddess. Knees wide, bending those knees deeply, working those legs. Inhale, reach, star shape. Exhale, goddess. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to star. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms rise, straighten that right knee. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale to rise, palms touch. Exhale to warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your right foot. Step back into downward facing dog and take 3 rounds of breath. Taking that sequence to the front and back of the mat. Really focusing on being present, breathing, and flowing. On your next inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, cactus and lunge. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior 2. And breathe. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale into warrior 2. Parallel both feet to the right long edge of your mat. Place your hands on your hips. Inhale and breathe. Lift your heart. And exhale, fold with a flat back. Only go halfway. Hug your belly in. Use your core. Extend your arms long. If you need to keep your hands on your hips, that's fine. Maybe you even need to bring your hands down to the ground. That's fine. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Sit back in that right hip. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Take that 2 more times on each side. Inhale as you come to the center. Hug your belly in. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Sit back. 1 more time on each side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, back to center. place your hands on your mat and find your wide leg forward fold. Take your two first fingers and grab your big toes and encourage the crown of your head towards the floor. And breathe. Maybe pull up on your kneecaps and see how that releases your hamstrings. Maybe. 2 more rounds of breath here, enjoying this inversion. On your next inhale, place your hands on your hips with a flat back. Come to stand. Right toes face the back of the mat. Find your warrior two to the back of the mat. Inhale, arms rise. Straighten that right knee. Exhale, warrior two. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale one more time for good measure. Exhale. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your right foot. Step back into downward facing dog and breathe. 3 rounds of breath. Continuing with our sequence, inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it through. Widen your stance just a bit. Inhale, arms rise. High crescent lunge. Exhale, goal post the arms. Lunge. Inhale, reach. Exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Flip that right palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Find your parallel feet to the right edge of the mat, hands to hips. Inhale, heart shines to the sky, gazes to that beautiful blue sky. Exhale with a flat back, forward fold. And breathe. Inhale, halfway lift. Clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, come to stand. Draw your clenched hands toward the ground. Lift your heart, open up across your collarbones, and exhale, fold. Allow that clasp to fall up and over if that's available. Find softness in your head and neck, your face. On your next inhale, using your clenched hands and your core, come to stand. Take an inhale here. Exhale, pivot the left toes toward the front of your mat, finding your warrior two. Inhale, arms rise, straighten that left leg 3 times. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Cartwheel your hands down to frame that left foot. Step back to high plank. Inhale, shifting forward onto your toes. Last flow variation. Lower halfway down, hugging your elbows into chaturanga. Inhale, heart reaches forward, shoulders back and down to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 rounds of breath here, really allowing those heels to sink to the ground. Your hips are reaching for the sky. On your next inhale, shift forward into your high plank. Lower your knees and let's take 3 tricep push-ups. Hug your elbows in. 1, 2, 3. Knees wide, toes touch. Find your child's pose. Notice what it's like to be in the present moment. Maybe notice your shift in energy. Inhale, coming into that knees down plank, taking 3 tricep push-ups. And either shift back into your child's or find your downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath. On your next inhale, 1 more round of tricep push-ups. Find your knees down, plank. Hug your belly in, feeling that long line of energy between your knees and the crown of your head. Tricep push-ups. Building strength. Being present. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Yogi's choice. Listen to your body. On your next, take a big inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Bend your knees and sit back in your hips. Gaze is forward, stay low. Take an inhale here and exhale, shoot forward into high plank. Inhale, sit back. And exhale, shoot forward. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, shoot forward into high plank. Lower onto your knees, untuck the toes. Slowly hugging those elbows in, lower to the floor. Place your one cheek on the mat and extend your arms long, palms facing down, preparing for appropriate locust pose since we can hear all the cicadas. On your next inhale, lift your heart, lift the crown of your head. Your gaze is just a few inches beyond your head, lifting your arms, reaching your fingers to the back of the mat. And you can zip up those legs. Maybe your toes touch, maybe your toes and heels touch, and lift your legs if that's available. Take 3 rounds of breath. Let your back body do the work. And exhale, left cheek finds the mat. Bend into your knees and just windshield wiper your legs. Come back to the floor, hands beneath the shoulders, tuck onto your toes, come up into tabletop, and we'll do that crouch and shifting forward into our plank again. So inhale, lift your knees, sit back towards your heels. Exhale, shoot forward. Inhale, send your hips back. Exhale, shoot forward, building strength. Exhale, or inhale rather. Exhale, shoot forward. And slowly lower to the floor. Untuck the toes. Forehead comes to the mat. And place your arms in a crocodile shape. So one palm is stacking over the other. Your forehead comes to the top of your hands. And on your next inhale, keeping your forehead glued to the top of your hands, inhale, right elbow lifts and left leg lifts. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, left elbow lifts, right leg lifts. Come back down. 2 more times on each side. Inhale, left elbow, right leg. Exhale, come down. Use your back body. Inhale, left elbow, right leg lifts. Other leg, Janice. Awesome. Exhale, come down. 1 more time on each side. Inhale, opposite elbow, opposite leg lifts. Exhale. Inhale, opposites. Exhale, come down. Then you can either bend into your knees and windshield wiper, or you can just shake your hips. We'll take 1 more crouching to high plank, and then 1 more back exercise before we start to cool it down. So come up into your high plank. Take an inhale here in high plank while you're expanded. Exhale, sit back. We're switching our breathing here. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, crouch. Gazes between the hands. Exhale, crouch. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, crouch. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, lower to our bellies. And take a breath here. On your next inhale, reach your arms forward, palms facing down. Lift your legs. Your toes are pointed and taking a swim. So you're paddling your arms, paddling your legs. Placing the tops of the feet back down on the mat, you're pressing your pelvis into the mat, the tops of the feet into the mat, and squeeze your shoulder blades together, cactus those arms. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Neck is in line with the spine. Exhale, cactus. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Place your hands beneath your shoulders. Come up onto your knees. Keeping your knees together, sit back into child's. See if you can place the crown of your head on the floor in front of your knees and allow your arms to just rest down by your sides. Maybe your palms are facing up, maybe they're facing down. Any position that feels good where you can truly let go. Breathe through your nose. Walking your hands forward, come to sit on your heels. And just close your eyes and notice. Maybe ask yourself, are you present? Are you continuing to breathe? Really tapping into that life force that's living and breathing you. Coming into tabletop, shifting onto the right or the left. Placing your feet out in front of you, cicada wars. Bring your arms out in front of you, palms facing in, shoulders or heart lifted, crown of the head is reaching towards the sky. Slowly lower one vertebrae at a time, preparing for bridge pose. We'll take bridge 3 times, so draw your heels towards your sit bones. Your feet are hip distance apart. Your arms are palms face down by your side. Your shoulder blades are as flat to the mat as feels comfortable. Pressing into your shoulders. Inhale here. Press your lower back into the mat and lift your hips. You're pressing into those heels. You're pressing into your shoulders. Your gaze is to the sky. Your chin is not reaching for your chest. And if this feels good, stay here. Enjoy this opening up in your front body. Or maybe you'd like to clasp your hands underneath your hips and shimmy your right shoulder blade underneath of you, your left shoulder blade, really getting a bit more height in your chest, pressing into your heels. Draw your heels toward your shoulders. Don't forget to breathe. One more round of breath. And exhale. Release one shoulder. Unclasp the hands, then the other. And slowly lower back down. Hug your knees, rock side to side. We'll do that 2 more times. Placing your feet back down on the ground. Prepare for bridge pose. As you inhale, press the back of your head, your shoulders, your lower spine into the mat and lift. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you clasp your hands for more of an expression. Lifting those hips. Two more rounds of breath. Slowly, gently unwind and lower your hips back down to the mat. hug your knees in. One more bridge pose. Place your heels on the floor. Set it up. On your next inhale, lift your hips. And go ahead and clasp your hands if that's available to you. Or if you would like to take a wheel, come back down and let's take our hands on either side of our ears, elbows hugging in. So on your next inhale, press into your hands and to your heels and come up onto the crown of your head. And then lift into wheel. Take 3 rounds of breath here. And then slowly, slowly, slowly release and come back down. Hug your knees in, rock side to side. Hug your nose to knees, just like in the beginning. Inhale to hover. Full body stretch here. Exhale, knees to nose. Inhale, extend. Maybe extend into a star shape. Exhale, knees to nose. Inhale, extend. Maybe open to star. Back together. Hug your knees in. And slowly lower your shoulders and your head. Extend your left leg long. Take an inhale here, reaching your right 2 first fingers to grab your right big toe and see if you can straighten your right leg. It doesn't have to be completely straight. On your next inhale, see if you can open that right leg or allow that right leg to float towards the right. Your left hip is reaching towards the mat. Maybe you're grabbing your shin or behind your right thigh. Inhale back to center. And then switch your right 2 fingers with your left 2 fingers on that right big toe and allow your right leg to cross your body in a supine twist with a bind. Right shoulder is planted down on the mat. Gaze is to the right and breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Take your right 2 fingers, grab your right toe, bend your knee wide of your chest for a half happy baby. Inhale, release that bind, extend your right heel to the sky. Take an inhale here and exhale, slowly lower. And breathe. Hug your left knee into your chest. Reaching inside your left knee with your 2 left fingers, grab your left big toe. Take your left heel to the sky. Straighten your leg as much as possible. Just enough to feel that stretch, finding that sweet spot that feels good to you. Inhale here. And exhale, open up to the left. Your right hip is reaching for the floor. You're really grounding down into that right hip. You can place your right hand on the right hip just as a reminder. One side might feel a little different than the other. That's okay. We're always working toward balance. Just go with it. Be present. Inhale back to center, right two fingers are grabbing the left toe, goal post that left arm, left shoulder is glued to the mat, allow that left leg to fall over to the right. Gaze is to the left and breathe. Inhale back to center. Release that bind. Your left heel is reaching for the sky. Take an inhale here and exhale, slowly lower that left leg. Hug both knees in outside of your chest. And either stay here, enjoying that feeling, rocking side to side, enjoying that feeling of your almost all of your spine really making connection with the earth, or reach inside your knees, grabbing both toes or the outside of your feet for your happy baby. This is our final pose to seal our practice before our Shavasana. And release your happy baby, extending both legs long. Your arms down by your side. Your shoulder blades are as flat to the mat as what feels comfortable. Your palms are facing up, closing your eyes. And start to tap into that gratitude for being present, the ability to breathe, and the byproduct of flowing into connection. And just take a quick body scan, noticing where there might be any more tension, breathing into that space, and just allow yourself to slip away. Maybe doing some circles with your wrists and your ankles, rocking your head from side to side. And go ahead and roll onto your favorite side, drawing your knees towards your chest, using your arm as a pillow. Today our focus was on being present, breathing, and flowing into connection. And when you're ready, press yourself up into a comfortable cross-legged seat with your palms together, thumbs pressing into your heart and your chin bowed. Thank you so much for sharing in this practice with me this morning. Open up, let go, and shine bright. Namaste.